So we've received many requests over the past year to do a comparison of the pricing commercial terms across Oracle's Fusion HCM, SAP SuccessFactors, and Workday. And so our goal with this presentation is really to provide you with the basics in calculating subscription pricing, discuss the material commercial terms that impact pricing and total cost of ownership, and highlight the similarities and differences between the three vendors. So whether you're looking to embark on a competitive evaluation, negotiate a sole source deal, or you're expanding your footprint as part of an upcoming renewal, the information we'll present today will hopefully educate you and prepare you for your upcoming negotiations so you'll know what to expect and what to look out for. So here's the agenda for today. So these are the topics we're going to look to cover. We're going to start with subscription pricing and discounting, look at the basic elements, and discuss the differences between the vendor's methodology and terminology. We'll then take a look at payment and fee schedules and explore payment ramps and payment deferrals and the difference between the two and why it's important. Price protections we'll go over next, both renewal term price protections and future price protections, and how they may impact pricing and other terms. We'll then turn our attention to subscription flexibility, which are terms that can assist with maximizing your investment value. And lastly, we'll go over negotiation and relationship recommendations and some closing thoughts.
And really what we're trying to accomplish in the context of this discussion is to set some groundwork, some foundation as it relates to these three suppliers. All three of them license their applications in the way we're looking at it here on a subscription level basis. And what that means is that so long as you pay for your subscription, you have access to and can leverage the software. Unlike some folks who have perpetual licenses, both SAP and Oracle do offer that model. This is purely subscription based as it relates to the solutions we're looking at today. And there's some basic calculus that goes into how the pricing is measured and how the pricing is calculated.
So we'll take a look at Oracle first. And here we'll start at the top and work our way down. So when you look at Oracle, the product metric, as Chip was just mentioning, excuse me, they use hosted employee or hosted named user. We've also seen different terminology, sometimes in proposals, like FSE, full service equivalent, FTE, full-time equivalent. So there's different things, or total number of employees. But it breaks down to these two. So the hosted employee quantity, this is the enterprise metric, right? You count all employees, contractors, consultants, etc. So these are products that provide value across your entire organization. That's why they use an enterprise metric, like core HCM or recruiting. Even only a few people might be using it, the value of those solutions goes across the enterprise.
And you'll know with SAP, there's some commonality between SAP and Oracle as it relates to some of the key elements of their pricing. Their individual products, they're aligned to name users. So you're talking about each element of the products they offer within SuccessFactors aligned to specific users for those products. However, SuccessFactors does offer an enterprise bundle. We don't see it as commonly because folks try to be more specific as it relates to the type of products that they want to purchase and deploy for their employees. And it's aligned to all employees. So it's priced in a way that covers not only a certain depth of products, but also a span of products across the entire enterprise that would be leveraging that.
So Workday goes about pricing differently than Oracle and SAP. Their product metric is FSEs, full service equivalents, which is an enterprise metric. Some solutions I mentioned earlier have an actual user metric like time tracking, similar to Oracle, but most of it's on the FSE basis. And so to calculate your FSEs, let's take a look at the chart, which illustrates an example. So just kind of moving along here, I think now we discussed the pricing protections, and we're going to turn our attention to some of the commercial terms that can give you some flexibility in maximizing your value realization. This all ties in together here. So in this chart, we've identified 4 terms that offer flexibility, and we utilize a stoplight methodology to show which vendors have been willing to offer these terms in the past. So here we try to do is, in this kind of key term summary comparison, is just give you a side-by-side recap of kind of some of the key terms we've covered. And I'm just going to touch upon a couple here.
Thank you all again for attending and for your interest in Upper Edge.